One of the hardest things about being a long-term investor is that there are always going to be reasons to sell. If you're waiting for a year of nothing but good news to justify being invested, you're going to wait a long time, like maybe forever. Michael Batnick has an excellent chart showing reasons to sell between March of 2009 through June of 2020. The S&P downgrades U.S. debt. There's a fiscal cliff, remember that? A bunch of government shutdowns. The Dow fell for 1,000 points for the first time ever. There was kind of a lot of election drama. There was a trade war. A bunch of stuff happened in that decade. But here's the thing. Look at all the decades before. Is it any different? There's always a reason to sell. Just think about what's happened only in the 2020s. We had the presidential election of 2020, riots in cities, the storming of the U.S. Capitol, higher inflation, interest rate increases. If you were looking for a reason to get out of the stock market, I'm sure you found one. For example, when I arrived on this planet, the S&P 500 was around 100, and there have been many reasons to sell along the way. Here are some of them. In the 1980s, the AIDS virus. There were a bunch of failed banks, Exxon Valdez oil spill. There were increasing trade deficit. How about the 1990s? Did everything get better? Did all of the bad headlines go away? No. LA riots, Oklahoma City bombing, government shutdown, Y2K fears. Think about the 2000s. There was the tech bubble, 9/11 terrorist attacks, Hurricane Katrina, a global financial crisis. But here's the kicker. The S&P 500 is now thousands of points above where it was through those decades. Thus far, on a long-term basis, it's been relatively resilient. Admittedly, this does not mean you should never sell. There are a variety of reasons to do so. Too many times, though, investment decisions can be driven by guessing how the stock market might respond to an external event instead of being shaped by how events in your own life affect your overall financial plan. Here's the deal. Focus more on investment planning for the headlines of your life, your family, retirement, college, things like that. Focus on those things instead of focusing on how to predict about how the headlines outside of you might affect the stock market. Make sure your reason to sell or buy is always a prudent one. Hey, do us a favor. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and share it with friends.